What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Boundless Perception YouTube channel. And today we are back with more swords. I know I have a problem, but I just can't help myself. I really have a lot of swords I want to make, a lot of swords I like, a lot of swords I want to print. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just literally going down a list that is really long. You guys have seen me use Rebellion. I bought that sword, the metal one. I have the swords from Demon Slayer. I printed Black Cliff Slasher, Wolf's Gravestone, and today we are adding to the sword collection and actually one dagger. So let's go ahead and get into these awesome swords and daggers today and put them together and see how they turn out. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so as I said, today we are going to be assembling some swords. I'm not sure which one to start with. I guess I'm going to go ahead and start with the smaller one, the dagger. This is Tommy's dagger. Actually, let me put this to the side as maybe a little bit distracting because it is kind of awesome. Boom, boom, boom. Put you there. So anyways, yes, this is the Green Ranger's dagger. If you guys grew up in the 90s, maybe some of you guys have, I did. The Green Ranger was everything. I mean, everybody wanted to be the Green Ranger if you watched Power Rangers. Watching those episodes where he just whooped the rest of the Rangers for, I can't remember how many episodes it was now, but that was heartbreaking. Seeing Tommy go from the hero to the villain was a lot. But anyways, he had his iconic dagger, which controlled the Dragon Zord. And that is what we're going to be assembling today. I have always wanted this. This is kind of like a dream come true, like a kid's dream coming true. How do I assume? Yeah, I was like, I got confused for a second there. But this is like a dream come true, just making this and assembling it. It's been, a long time I've wanted to do this. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and quickly assemble this. As a quick reminder, if you guys remember, I'm using JB Weld glue, which I will link, of course, because, quick trip down memory lane, I used super glue before, which does work very well, and using the gel, not the liquid, because the gel is viscous and it helps fill the cracks which are left, just by 3D printing. Using the gel was great. I have no problem with it, but nothing holds to the JB Weld. I mean, this stuff is like cement. It does not come loose. You are much more likely to break the print before you are to break that joint that you welded. And I had to get some new stuff. They ran out of the smaller amount and only had the large, these larger bottles. I don't know, what is this? 5 ounces. So that's what I picked up and I am using because I did not plan ahead like I was supposed to and order them off of Amazon. Also, quick note, if you guys are using this stuff, it is a carcinogen, meaning it causes cancer. So yeah, you need to use gloves because cancer is not good. So anyways, let's go ahead and quickly assemble this. It's a really small piece. It comes in 3 pieces. Like everything I create, it will be in my Etsy store. So let's go ahead and hop into it. All right guys, so here we have it. It's completed. I am going to go ahead and let this finish drying just by using gravity. I was trying to use rubber bands, but I couldn't get them to work. So I'm gonna let gravity do its thing and just push it down constantly onto itself. That's how we are going to hold this in place. So that's one down. We'll wait for this to dry, then we'll pick it up and play with it some more, review it and everything. Right now we're gonna go ahead and assemble the next sword. So let's hop to that. So this next sword is another sword that doesn't necessarily need an introduction. It is Meliodas' Lost Vayne. Lost Vayne is an awesome sword. If you guys watch 7 Deadly Sins, you know all about it. I'm pretty sure it's a sword that can do full counter. If that's the other one, I'm not sure. I've forgotten, but this is Lost Vayne. It is, you can't tell from the video, but it's a really big sword. Once it finally finishes drying and everything, after we assemble it, I'll put it beside Black Cliff Slash over here, or Wolf's Gravestone, to give you a size comparison, and then compare it to the Green Ranger sword. It's much smaller compared to this, but let me just go ahead and get to assembling this real quick. As you guys know, I also don't like to use a ton, a ton of glue, because I just don't like to be wasteful, because this stuff isn't, it's not expensive, but it's not cheap either. So I like to try to take advantage and use as much of it as possible every single time I use it. So that's why I don't pour a crap ton of it all in one, big container every time I do this. So anyways, enough talking, let's get to assembling. So it is completely assembled. It is still wet, extremely unsturdy. I'm really kind of nervous about it, but I'm gonna sit it here, let it dry for a few hours, and then we will be back to talk about it some more. Yeah, like I said, I'm just really nervous about just leaving it upright like this, but gravity's gonna do its thing and take care of it for me, I pray. So, see you guys in a few hours.
A few moments later.
All right, everyone. So it has been several hours since we set our props to dry. And as you can see, they are now officially dried. I can pick this up, move it however I want. It's not coming apart. Again, can't rant enough about JB Weld. This stuff is really amazing. Same goes for our Dragon Flute. Absolutely, whoops, well, nothing coming apart. So it's good to go. Yeah, I'm really pleased with the way this came out. You know what, I actually show you guys right over here, the prototype I first made. As you can see, the buttons were way too small. And this one, I fixed that, so that's why I always do a prototype first before, I print the whole thing. But I'm really liking the way this came out. I still have to go back and add in the little circle Dragon Zord plate. I haven't put that on there right now. It's just printing on my printer. It takes, maybe an hour or so to print. But this is going to be a great prop for anyone who's cosplaying as the Green Ranger, doing the whole flute thing. It'd be really cool if you cosplayed as him and then you had someone cosplay as the Dragon Zord. That'd be really awesome. But anyways, that is this prop. Moving on to the much larger Lost Vayne Meliodas' Sacred Treasure. It is good to go. It is very, very large. You can see it compared right here to the Dragon Flute. Much, much smaller. Yeah, this is really big. I don't know if the one in the show was this big, but I think if you're going to cosplay as Meliodas and you're going to use a prop, this is the one you want to go with, because this will look really good for pictures, You guys could see the design in here. Hopefully you can see that. It's got the little, I don't know, the dragon eating, I don't know, the circles. I don't really know what that is. They probably explained in the series, but I forgot. But yes, it's got that there in the handle. And again, this comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces that can be glued together to make this massive sword. So that is that. You know what? I will actually be at Super GalaxyCon in Raleigh, and I have a lot of extra props, so I may just give some of these away, because they're really starting to build up now. Yeah, I need to do something with them. So if you guys see me at GalaxyCon, I may have a few of these props to just, give away to some of you guys. So yeah, look out for that. Anyways though, that's gonna pretty much be it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for coming along and building these with me. Again, these will be for sale in my Etsy store. Hopefully I'll have them up after this episode. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But that's going to do it for today. And as you guys can see, I'm still fueling my sword addiction that I probably need to work on, but I'm not going to work on it now. So anyways, thank you guys so much for checking out the episode, and until next time, stay boundless. See you all. Bye-bye.